I got some butt injections a little while ago.
Okay.
And I wasn't quite sure what she was injecting me with.
Do you have any idea what she injected you with? Did she tell you?
She said liquid silicone.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if that's really what it was.
Did she do anything afterwards? I mean, did she stitch up the incisions?
She put super glue, then cotton balls on each shot that she gave me.
You're literally putting your life in the hands of somebody who sounds like they are completely unlicensed, untrained, and they could be injecting God knows what into you. Injections can cause infection. It can cause strokes. There have even been reports of people who've had amputations. It is imperative that Carmelo stop these treatments immediately. So you've got some abnormalities on your x-ray. You can see here, this is your thigh, the fat in your thigh, which is smooth and normal, but up here it looks kind of spongy, this texture, and that's definitely not normal. So even though you're healthy, it just takes one bad injection to literally kill you.
I had a patient come in today originally wanting a non-surgical BBL, but instead I ended up noticing on assessment that she was full of these granulomas, scar tissue, and really hard masses on the top of her butt. I picked it with a needle, and sure enough, look at all of this stuff that was coming out. This is a product from the UK called Hylacorp. It's a cheap hyaluronic acid filler that people use it to augment body parts. It is legal in the United States for obvious reasons. This is what came out of there, but I drained actually about 7 to 10 cc's of this stuff out of her butt. What I did here was I put a little bit of hyaluronidase to see if it would dissolve and just to confirm that indeed it is hyaluronic acid. After a few minutes, it did dissolve some of the particles, so I knew that this was a hyaluronic acid base. The patient's left with 2 big bricks on the top of her butt and is going to need surgical intervention to remove this. The most surprising thing is that she went to a reputable cosmetic surgeon in the UK. Don't do this.
In August, I did surgery and I removed 95% of my bioperimeters. If you know what bioperimeters is ass shots. And it was a really crazy process.
Taking some of these ass shots out. And by the way, ass shots and a BBL is totally different. And I'm going to tell you why. A BBL is when they use your own fat. Ass shots is silicone. So I just want all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots because you can get sick, you can die, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff.
I had never had surgery. I had ass shots, which till this day, I realize even what I did, and even with me not consulting with anyone to do something like that, how insane that was. It's not that you go to a doctor, a professional person. No, it's some random person. I kept on being around Wayne and them. And at that time, Wayne, he always talking about big booties, and or Wayne would have like a new chick in the studio every session. So all I would hear them talking about is big butts. I didn't feel complete or good enough, good as them, as those girls. This is what you're supposed to look like in the rap culture, and I don't look like that. And I think they said stuff sometimes jokingly.
Jokingly.
But to a young girl or up-and-coming rapper or anything like that, when it's from someone like Lil Wayne, it matters.
So I got some injections, which is illegal. Don't do that. That's why I really don't like talking about it, because I influence a lot of younger girls, and I don't want them to feel like, oh, well, Jada got it, I need to get it, because I know a lot of people who got these same injections and they had to get theirs removed, or they're rejecting, or they're having
your advice is not to do that.
So my advice is not to do it, because everybody is different. So that's why when people ask about like surgeries and stuff, I really never say like, I never tell them I didn't get anything done, but I don't like to advocate for ass shot or butt shots. Right. It's not okay.
Everybody,
I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my coworker, Sage. I could not adjust my camera to be low enough so that we can see her. She's very upset because I literally woke her up from the nap that she was on when she was laying on me after I had the itis from eating pizza. But as you guys can tell from today's title, we are going to be talking about the underground, aka illegal BBL movement. Now, y'all already know I am very anti-plastic surgery unless you need it, aka you have been disfigured, you were born with something you should not have been born with. But the whole idea of people getting BBLs and rhinoplasties and breast implants because they're insecure and because society told them so and because the next influencer or celebrity says it's the next best thing, I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. But what's even more ridiculous is people getting ass shots and BBLs from unlicensed doctors. Lately, we've been talking about people who are illegal veneer techs because, as we already know, veneer techs do not exist, as well as people who are out here doing illegal fillers and so much more. So I only thought it was right to talk about people who have been doing illegal BBLs and butt injections. So with that being said, make sure you guys smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Before we get into this, make sure you guys peep the description box for everything that you guys consistently ask me about down below. If you guys are in the tri-state area in New Jersey in particular, my business Media Hustle is having its next speed networking event. I would love to meet y'all. I will be hosting it. If you guys want to get tickets right now, we are hosting the early bird ticket sale. It is the cheapest the tickets will ever be. It will be on Friday, July 26th. I can't wait to see y'all. Food is included with the ticket and there will be a cash bar. Follow Media Hustle on Instagram for more details. Again, everything you need is going to be linked down below. So the underground BBL movement as well as the underground butt shots. That shit is nuts. The illegal booty shot era. Now, honestly, I feel like I should probably find something else to say because I feel like that might just get me demonetized. So let me just say the illegal boo boo. Hold on, let's think. All right, we're going to call it Jello shots. Legal Jello shot era. So, of course, when we talk about plastic surgery and enhancements, we cannot talk about it without talking about the underground backdoor illegal Jello shots, all right? Because everybody and their mama had them back in the day, because back in the day, BBLs were just so expensive. But remember, before big booties were in style, because at one point they were not, it was the boobs, ladies and gentlemen. And let me just say that that was not a fun era for me either. We already talked about how a lot of boys and men used to talk about how I had DSL lips. I do not even want to talk about how many people sexualized my chest, okay? I have literally a double D cup, but like as I was a kid, you can imagine, like, I don't even think I had an A cup era. Like, I literally like woke up with B cups. I'm not even joking. And it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing, and it couldn't grow no more. Thank God. I think I'm done growing. But sometimes, I kid you not, I feel like it just keeps going. So it just sucked when that era of like big boobs came in. I had to be in like middle school heading into high school, and I didn't even know if boys really liked me. I felt like they just liked my chest, and it was like, okay, this kind of sucks. A lot of girls who are bottom heavy feel the same exact way. When butts were more in, everybody was, oh my God, how do you get that butt? Oh my God, oh, I like that butt, da da da, and all the boys were looking at them for their butt. So it's definitely safe to say that when it comes to beauty standards, it's just absolutely insane how much things change, but most importantly, how much people do to achieve these beauty standards. That's why I don't agree with any of this nonsense. And a lot of people could look at this and be like, oh, well, it's none of your business. If people have the money, they might as well do it. If people want to do whatever it is they want with their bodies, what is it to you? I understand that, but at the same time, I'm one of those people that eventually has children that they're going to raise. I have children in my life that I have to teach. I have children around me in my family, and it really really hurts my soul to have them coming to me constantly feeling that they're not good enough because the next person sitting next to them on the bus or in the train has an ant-like body and they feel like they have to look like that, all because literally social media says so, all because that woman does not love herself enough. And I really don't care about what anyone has to say about it. I said what I said, I meant what I said, and I'll say it again. And there's a couple of you guys that come on this channel and you guys expect me, just because I'm a black woman, to like literally coddle y'all feelings. I literally have a disclaimer on this channel for a reason. Just because I'm black, just because I'm a woman, just because I'm Haitian, just because I fall into a lot of categories does not mean I'm going to coddle your feelings. If you want to click on a channel and find someone that's going to nurture your feelings and not make you cry and make you feel some sort of way because you went through a hard life, this ain't it, bitch. I'm just telling you that. Like, I genuinely don't have time for that goofy shit. We need to stop learning to be victims of our own mentality, victims of the state, victims of society, because at the end of the day, we can do better. We need to stop falling to the occasions of mental warfare, because this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. At the end of the day, you only have yourself, and if you're literally going to put yourself through all of this pain and ridiculousness to appease to others, then we have more of a serious issue than literally what I'm saying in front of this camera to you. You need to go do something with yourself if anything that I'm saying is bothering you that much that you have to write paragraphs in my comment section. I ain't never sugarcoat, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat today for you. So click the fuck off respectfully. It genuinely hurts to see women, girls literally trying to fit into a mold that does not exist. And I say does not exist because, like I mentioned just now, there was the era of being top heavy. There was the era of being bottom heavy. There's the era of having bigger lips, thinner lips. Of course, then we have the hair movements, okay? Relaxed hair, natural hair. There's so many different beauty standards, especially when it comes to women, that it's insane. And the fact that people go and they follow these trends to a T. And then there's micro movements now, okay? Like, let's look at TikTok and all these aesthetics, okay? You got the clean girl aesthetic. You have the mob wife aesthetic. You have all these aesthetics in between that is just like, bro, and people really sit here and try to mold their lives to these aesthetics. And the issue is it really sits there and makes people feel extremely less than, extremely unworthy when they can't fit into these molds. And it's a serious problem. It doesn't matter if you can afford it. It doesn't matter if you have the means to do so and change yourself to this. I just want to know when enough is enough. Like, how much money are you going to put into changing yourself every couple of years? How much time are you going to put into reinventing yourself every couple of years to fit what society tells you is in? Because it's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Now you see people like the Kardashian hoes, K. Michelle, and other celebrities and influencers reversing their BBLs, taking out their implants. And it's just crazy because, as most people watching this know, people literally went to bat for these bigger enhancements, okay? The bigger chest, the bigger bum. And now it's the clean girl aesthetic. It's the fresh girl aesthetic. It's about looking more natural. And I want to understand what happens to the girls that don't have the money to reverse these things. I want to know what happens to the girls who genuinely believe that this was going to get them more opportunities, more power, more money, more attention in the dating pool. And this is why I implore you guys, and I'm always preaching about mental health and not following into societal pressures. Because what happens when you don't have the money to maintain these things and reverse it, like Kim Kardashian? Okay, like the Kardashian hoes. What happens when you don't have the bread?
BBL reversals. Because of these ultra high BMI BBLs, as you're losing more weight, you probably want to not have the buttocks that big. So we're starting to see some people coming back in for a little bit of liposuction of the buttocks. Not so much the hips as much, but mainly the buttocks.
What is one of the most common causes of regret after plastic surgery. It's following trends. Try not to do it. So what are the top things? Number one, patients that went too big with breast implants and went too extreme. We saw that a lot in the 80s and 90s, and now a lot of those women have to reduce the size and need breast lifts. Number two, also back in the 80s and 90s, and sometimes today, we saw patients that over shrunk their noses or scooped them out or made them piggy or puggy, and now they're all trying to undo them and reverse those surgeries. Number three, which we're currently seeing, is overdone Brazilian butt lifts, the big bubble butts. The butts were made too big, and what's gonna happen now, they're probably gonna drop, and patients are gonna wanna reverse it or reduce them.
A lot of questions about if you could reverse a BBL naturally.
We do. A lot of people ask about, can I get a natural BBL? And when you come in for a BBL reduction, one of the first questions we ask is, where is your lifestyle at and where's your lifestyle going to go forward? And the reason for that is this. A BBL involves taking fat out and injecting it above your butt muscle. And fat increases or decreases based on what your weight is or your fat stores are. So if you are above weight from your BBL, then those fat stores are bigger and the fat cells are bigger. So a simple diet and exercise or healthy lifestyle change in weight loss will cause the fat cells to get smaller and make your buttocks smaller, and that may be it. That's all you need. Now, if it's a shape issue, the shape can change a little bit if you're a person that never really worked out your gluteus maximus muscle. Your gluteus maximus and a little bit of your gluteus medius provide a lot of shape and perkiness to the butt. So getting to the gym, exercising out that gluteus maximus and medius will cause some shape change and volume change, and that may be enough for you that you do not feel you need to go to surgery to have a BBL reversal or reduction.
Would you ever do a reduction? Yeah, I would. In fact, I'm actually in, I keep on saying Ibiza, Turkey right now, and I'm getting a reduction. So obviously, I've been wanting to get it for a long time, but I thought, let me just try and do the natural way. I lost like 2.5 stone. I went to the gym every day, and no matter what I did, no matter how much weight I lost, it just would not shift from my hips. So I done a lot of research and I've decided to go with Serene Cosmetics, and they work alongside Comfort Zone.
I am a 44-year-old female. I had a BBL done maybe 12 years ago. As I got older, my butt started to get bigger. It looked rather unprofessional, so I came to Georgia Plastic for reconstructive surgery, a reduction. I was a little anxious, but I am very happy with my results. It was as if I did not have surgery. The first day, it was painless. I went back to my hotel. There was a little leakage that was a little concerning, but there was no pain associated with it. It was natural, and I am so happy with my results.
You talked about, you know, getting a BBL.
Oh, yes.
And then you talked about regretting it. So, like, what made you have those regrets or think about revising it or taking it out?
I guess, like, you spread out. If you don't maintain it, if you don't go to the trainer or whatever, like, it spreads out. And, like, just for me, it'll look like you got a bad BBL, but you didn't. You just didn't maintain it. So, like,
a lot of girls don't know that or don't think that.
Have it. And then a lot of people make fun of women like, oh, you want to go to the gym now after you got surgery? Yes, I want to go to the gym.
Keep it up.
Because I don't want to be built like a football player.
The Kardashians have done it again, talking about reverse BBL. So there's only 2 ways to reverse a BBL or remove any fat from your body. Deoxycholic acid, also known as Kybella, or liposuction if you have the time to do it. This, anywhere where I can pinch your fat, again, just around your buttocks, around your hips, and that banana roll, around your belly, the bra fat. So if you want to reverse a BBL or remove any fat, deoxycholic acid is the way to go if you don't want the downtime.
So we have to stay tuned for part 2 because this whole situation gets worse, because now they're doing fat dissolvers with hyaluron pens. If you guys do not remember, I did my whole video on illegal lip fillers and people were doing that via hyaluron pens. We talked about how dangerous they were, how the FDA literally strictly warns against them. Now they're using them with fat dissolvers. So stay tuned for that.
What happens when you can't follow the next trend? This is why I keep telling you guys, do your own shit. Live your own life. Don't listen to these people and do things because it is the next trend. This was so dangerous that people were really out here going to back alley. Honestly, still do go to back alley technicians to put fillers in their butts for a bigger bump. Because back then, BBLs were so expensive and unattainable. Now, you can get a BBL, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. It ain't shit. But back in the day, it was extremely difficult. It was not as attainable as it is today. Now, if you're an influencer or celebrity, you can even get these services for free. But back in the day, it wasn't that easy. The problem with these fillers and, injections was that we don't know what the hell was in it. And years later, the complications were horrible. So much so that a lot of people actually lost their lives. And what's even crazier is you would not see the side effects of a lot of these injections and stuff like that until years later.
Thank God I was able to catch it early before I really had it. Because there's some people there's some people that literally have brown butt cheeks and like purple butt cheeks. Yeah. What? Y'all, what? I'm glad you shared it because I did not know that. I knew people get those things, but I never did want to get butt and try because I've heard so much. I heard a lot of stories about it, or people that's been locked up in jail because they was putting concrete or cement in people's stuff. One girl that went to my doctor, when he did the biopsy on her, he said it was something from the airplane fuel. What? So they was injecting airplane stuff and wow, that's crazy. It's just because they want their money. They don't care what they put in you. They want you to leave with a big butt. So is that stuff expensive too? No, that's but then my removal was $13,000. My removal was $13,000. Wow, so how much? Y'all asked me that too. Y'all asked me how much. It was $13,000. It was no promo. Wow. And they're not trying to hit none of that. Because if you go in the US to go get your silicone removed, they're gonna cut you like this, like a butterfly cut, and they're gonna peel your butt cheeks back and take it out. That's what they did to you? No, I had that. I'm good. Oh, I'm about to say, how did you get that? Okay, so with me, he took he went like through my, I know we eating over food. That's the way we done. So it's like a scar like this long, and he took a camera and went in and removed it like that. Oh, okay. Instead of cutting me. Yeah. Yeah, because that's what they do in the US. You go to the US to get removed, they don't care. They just want you to feel better. They take it out thing, but at the end of the day, you want to remove this, but you still also want to love your body. Exactly. So that stuff makes you hate your body more than than it was before. But oh my God, it's poison.
But of course, after we started getting the BBLs and stuff, and of course these were a little bit safer. But what you need to understand is with a BBL, these things are a little complicated. Okay, a lot of people just see it as, oh, okay, well, you're taking fat here and you're moving it here. Now, let me just say, again, like I've said it numerous times, just in case you're new here, I have a lot of friends that have BBLs, breast implants, butt implants, all types of stuff, all right? I have zero issues with it. As long as you know what you did and you're not about to bitch, cry, and complain when things go wrong. All I'm gonna say is every single person that I know who has gotten a procedure, whether it is a nose job, a tit job, a bum job, shit, any little thing, they all complain of some sort of complication. Okay? Every single one of them. And if it's not a complication, it's I want more, I want this, I want that, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of filler, I'll be all right. I swear to God, it's always a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You ain't never gonna stop, okay? And if any of y'all watching this, I said what I said, I meant what I said, and I'll say it again. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never satisfied, and we always having that back and forth, and it's hilarious, because we're friends. It is what it is. If it's something that you truly want to do, you're going to do it. So whatever I'm saying should not affect you, right? But the problem here is a lot of people want to cheap out on these experiences. And even if, right, there's some people, like Dr. Miami, everybody knows Dr. Miami, he's the one that popularized this whole BBL situation for a lot of people have went to Dr. Miami. He's even made mistakes, okay? Things happen. It's a very complicated process. As I was saying, you are moving fat cells from one place to another place, and fat cells die.
I've been telling y'all, if you want to do a BBL, do your research, because Miami ain't it. First of all, it's cheap for a reason. Let's start there. Secondly, everybody's ass looks the same. Like, why are they putting these big old dump trucks on shorties that have skinny ass legs? Do a skinny BBL. If you're a doctor, you should know how to do that. And I'm speaking from experience because I saw Dr. Miami with my first BBL, and he literally made me look like my ass was full of cement and it was weighing me down, that I had to go get it revised years later to actually match my frame. So do not go to Miami or Florida to get a BBL. It's absolute garbage.
Do not get your hips filled. Do not go in to get a BBL because you only want your hips filled. The fat on your hips does not last. When I tell you they had me built like a Pixar mom, and 6 weeks later, gone. I'm gonna post a picture up here so y'all can see the before. Gone. We are built like a regular person now. I was 55.5 inches all the way around. I'm 41 inches now. That's a lot. A lot of fat died. Okay. Just have them put it all in your butt and get filler in your hips. It's probably going to give you a much better turnout. Don't do what I did. I should have just put all the fat, all the fat into the BBL, nothing into the hips at all.
Comments like this kind of make me laugh only because you have no idea what I've been going through, and not even in a rude way. Like, how are you guys supposed to know? I was very open about my whole like surgery process, and then I just kind of stopped talking about it for multiple reasons. But basically, my doctor told me to come in to get my BBL at the weight that I knew I was going to maintain and stay at for years to come. Don't gain weight or you're going to lose the BBL. Don't lose weight or you're going to lose your BBL. So I said, okay, well, I've been like 135, 137 for years. You know, I work out, I eat right, and all of those things. So what had happened was, oh, hold on. So after I got my surgery, I had my dream body for a really, really long time. I loved it. And then something happened. And I know it was not related to the BBL whatsoever, but I became allergic to literally everything. And I can insert some pictures, and y'all know I'm always being real with you, even if it means putting myself on blast. So I'm gonna insert a video so you guys can see what was happening to my face. It was crazy.
I think this is the worst it's ever been.
I really don't know what happened. It's like I hit a certain age, and every time I ate, my face would just blow up like this. So I took an allergy test, and turns out I'm allergic to all of my favorite foods: potatoes, chicken, dairy, and so much more. So I had to cut so much out of my diet. And when that happened, I dropped like 20 pounds. And now 120 and below is my normal weight. So bye-bye.
Honestly, what happened to my BBL? Would you believe me if I told you I literally had a BBL? Like, this is an even smooth, even flat surface. Stop.
Okay, I am in day 3 recovery. We are not going to talk about how rough I look, but I had to come outside for this one. I have had 2 kids, both of them being 9 pounds and without any medication, all natural out of my vagine, okay? Getting a liposuction in BBL hurt 3 times the amount of giving birth. I would give birth 80 more times before I had another BBL. Not so much the ass part, because the ass part kind of just stays numb. Like, I don't really feel it. It feels like I did some squats. But this stomach part, you see how they snatched? See, they snatched a bitch up. The snatching part is burning. You're on fire. In fuego, in flames, on fire. Liposuction sucks. You sleep on your belly. They have to suck you into this girdle. Sorry, I almost showed my chichis, but they gotta suck you in there. It hurts so bad. But I mean, hey, people have babies, so do it.
She just got a BBL.
Right here. Like that?
Yeah. But she needs a space to bring her legs up.
This with the seat right here. Huh?
Come on. Put your head down. You're gonna go on your belly. It's less painful.
the belly.
I just want to sit.
Come on, you can get it.
Come on, my dear.
And then lay on your stomach, she said. So you got
On your stomach.
Your hand.
On your stomach. It's going to hurt more. Not on your side. Stomach.
You can't lay sideways.
Put your foot down.
Straight. Listen to me. You have to let
It
go.
hurts so bad. I can't.
I know it does.
I'd rather lay the other way.
You cannot.
She just said a blood clot can go to your heart and you can die if you lay any other way.
And you gotta walk every.
It's an hour. I can't. No, you cannot.
Listen to me. We can't stay.
Okay, let's go.
Put your legs down and lay straight. You could do it. You tough. Go ahead, Devin. You got to crawl in on the other side.
Got it, Mama. Okay.
Okay, let's get on. Slow. Come on, I gotta get this medication to the thing.
I need medicine. I can't take this. We're about to go get it right now. Okay.
You have to lay down.
Like this for a little bit. Okay. Okay, please.
I'm getting back to you. Okay, let's get to the CVS.
I can't breathe.
Mama, stay laying down. Come on, Devin. Let's go. Gotta get in.
No, me.
She got an infection, and they were squeezed.
In addition, when it comes to body enhancement, it's never a one and done process. Not only do doctors make mistakes, you also have to deal with the upkeep. What is upkeep, ladies and gentlemen? For whatever reason, people think that when you get a BBL, it's one and done. No, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, subscribers, supporters, and haters alike, you still have to go to the gym. And then on top of that, you may have to go, not even may, you will have to go in for revisions years later. So you may have saved that $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 or whatever to get that BBL. Add double that. You know why? Because you're going to have to go in for something else later. Maybe your thighs don't match your bum. Maybe the fat started to die out of one bum, so now you got to move a little bit more. It's a lot that goes on with that. Of course, as we get older, the collagen in our skin starts to drop. There's a lot of shit that happens that people don't account for. You know, they might quote you at one price, but it's a different price because of your body type. You might have to gain more weight and wait a little bit more. You know, there's a lot of things that people don't account for, and it's not even just a BBL thing. It's the same thing with veneers. After you get your veneers, I bet after like 10, 15 years, you still have to go back and redo these veneers, especially if you're the type of person that doesn't like to floss or take care of your teeth. You know, like every single body enhancement that I know of, you have to maintenance it, okay? You have to maintenance it regularly, and then every few years, you have to go in and redo it or do some sort of modification. It's never just a one and done. So if you already broke as hell, just put that shit out of your mind, okay? Don't just think, oh, I'm gonna save for this and I'm gonna go do this thing, all right? That's why I'm always preaching like, y'all, just love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Y'all literally about to go under knife to look like Ant Life and be in debt. It don't make any damn sense. You're gonna be hunting like Dora the Explorer for coins and maps and shit that you can't find. It doesn't really make any logical sense. When it came to the butt implants and the butt fillers and stuff like that, it made a lot of women super duper happy. A lot of people were very happy with the result. A lot of people were like, yo, like this is it, you know. You don't need to go and get surgery. It's very easy. It's very simple. And what was even better was the fact that there were a lot of people that were doing this in high profile circles. Now, that's the crazy part about this. Even with the whole veneer tech thing, after I posted my video, I realized that there are actually legit dentists that were training these fucking imbeciles to do this shit. And it's the same thing with the underground jello shot filler people, medical professionals in completely different realms, or some of these people would be like medical assistants or whatever. Nonetheless, they would not be people that were qualified to be putting ass shots in people's asses. Okay, they should not be doing what they were doing, and that's why a lot of people have passed away, gotten sick, or had serious complications with their butt fillers. We have had a lot of celebrities come out and speak about their complications, and it's been a very interesting thing to look into. It's something I've looked into for years now, and I don't think it's something that's done as often, but I do know that there are still people out there that do get them, because I know a couple girls in the stripper scene and stuff like that, and they still opt to get those because it's a lot more one, affordable, and two, a lot more natural looking than a BBL. And it's a lot less invasive. I heard they're doing different things these days. Like instead of putting silicone or liquid silicone as they used to call it, it's something else. But that's the thing. They used to say it was silicone, but it wasn't. And that's what was getting people sick. But that's the thing, like, is liquid, honestly, I'm not a medical professional. Okay, I'm not a medical professional. And also, I can't even tell you what it was. I can't even tell you what it is today. All right, but I just really want you guys to be very, very careful. Instead of going under the knife to fix an insecurity, fix your mind. Your mind is literally the most important organ of your body. If your mind does not function right, nothing else is going to function right. You can literally go and get the best makeover ever, go to the chop shop, chop everything off, up, around, do all of that goofy shit. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy with yourself, literally nothing is going to make you happy. With that being said, let me know what you guys think about this video down below. Would you guys ever get butt filler, especially from an illegal backdoor butt filler person tech? I don't even know what they call them. Comment down below what you call them. They illegal anyway. Do they really need a title? Also, would you get a BBL? Did you get one? Have you got any of these services before? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and if you are in the tri-state area, again, I would love to see you at my Media Hustle Speed Networking event. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.